The year 2017 can be described as a very eventful and somewhat controversial year for the Nigerian judiciary. 2016 ended with an acting Chief Justice of Nigeria. This issue and the raid by the men of the Department of State Services (DSS) on the residence of some judicial officers between October 7 and 9, which led to their arrest and subsequent suspension from the bench by the National Judicial Council (NJC), continued to form major talking points throughout year 2017. The NJC had recommended the appointment of Justice Walter Onogen as the CJN after the retirement of Honorable Justice Mahmood Mohammed on November 10, 2016. But President Muhammadu Buhari chose to appoint him in an acting capacity. These generated a lot of controversy, which was finally laid to rest in March 2017, when the then acting president of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, swore in Justice Onogen as the substantive Chief Justice of Nigeria. The raid on judges and the subsequent suspension of 8 sitting judges assumed a new twist on the 1st of June 2017, when the NJC recalled 6 of the suspended judges. The NJC, chaired by Justice Onogen, had argued that 8 months after they were suspended over allegations of corruption, only 3 of the judges, Justice Sylvester Anguta of the Supreme Court, Justice Rita Ophelia Jumogbobia, and Justice Adeniyi Ademola, both of the Federal High Court, were arraigned in court. Of those who stood trial, only Justice Ademola's case has been concluded, as he was acquitted and discharged of the criminal charges made against him. Only recently, however, he was compulsorily retired by the NJC over allegations of official misconduct. The decision of the NJC to recall the 7 judges, however, appeared to serve as a wake-up call for the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, SAN. Through the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, on June 13, he arraigned Justice Nganjuwa before the Lagos State High Court, and on July 11, Justice Fishim was also docked before the same court. But the prosecution of these 7 judges appears to have been halted for now, because on December 11, following an appeal filed by Justice Nganjuwa challenging the validity of his trial, the Lagos Division of the Court of Appeal, presided over by Justice Abimbola Adejumo Obaseki, dismissed the 14-count charge made against the judge.
If you want a particular judge to be removed for impropriety or for corrupt enrichment, and you have the facts, you kickstart the process by raising a petition to the National Judicial Council, which has the power to first look at what you have presented.
The NJC is really not a regular court of law. So when you now have charges against judges, you then begin to wonder why they should be taken to the NJC and not the regular courts.
In the courtrooms, the judges were also very busy. One of the biggest cases the courts resolved in the course of the year is the People's Democratic Party leadership crisis case between the Senator Ahmed McAfee-led Caretaker Committee and the Senator Ali Modu Sharif-led executive. The trial of the Senate President, Dr. Bukola Saraki, over allegations of false asset declaration took a dramatic twist on December 12, when Justice Tinuade Akomolafe Wilson of the Court of Appeal sitting in Abuja struck out 15 of the 18 counts charged filed against him by the federal government and ordered the Code of Conduct Tribunal to conduct a fresh trial of the Senate President on 3 of the charges. The tribunal had earlier in the year cleared him of all charges. However, in spite of these efforts and others made by the EFCC and other agencies with power to prosecute criminal cases, the problem of delay in the process of justice delivery remains largely unresolved. 2018 brings renewed hope that more cases, especially the high-profile ones, will be speedily resolved. Nigerians also expect that the judiciary will completely purge itself of the few bad eggs in its midst so that it can continue to dispense justice freely and fairly. Shola Shoyeli, Channels Television News.